everyone, my name is Joseph Kroma and I'm presenting use case descriptions for the existing AMR system at Pittsburgh Massey Behavioral Health. And later on the slide, I will talk about the proposed um, PSN system that I want to add to this existing um, system. So the use case name is resource management in the existing AMR system. The actors involved here, we have peer support specialists, clinical staff, and administrators. The description of this existing EMR, the current EMR system at Pittsburgh Massey Behavioral Health handles patient records and clinical documentation, but lacks decentralized resource repository. Peer support specialists and clinical staff rely on manual and external tools, example spreadsheets, emails, and verbal communications to track and share community resources, leading to inefficiencies and outdated information. Preconditions for this, peer support specialists and clinical staff have authorized access to the EMR system. Staff members maintain external resource lists and spreadsheets. Internet access is available for the EMR system to operate. The main flow, since this is the existing system, it has user authentication. Users log into the EMR system with their credentials. The system verifies authentication and grants access. This main flow also has patient documentation. Specialists enter clinical notes, treatment plans, and appointments details. Resource-related information, referrals is recorded as free text in patient notes without being linked to a centralized repository. Manual resource lookup. Specialists manually search for relevant community resources in external spreadsheets, emailed, or printed list. Resource availability is often confirmed through phone calls or emails. Referrals and coordination. If a referral is made from these resources, specialist coordinates with clinical staff via email or phone. Resource information is shared verbally or through documentation, making it difficult to track. Follow-up and tracking. How is it done in this old system? Follow-ups are noted manually in patient records. There is no automated tracking or real-time status updates for resource usage. So if that did not happen, then we have an alternative flow. Say resource is not available from the spreadsheet or the list that we have. If no matching resource is found in the external tools, specialists must manually search online or contact external providers. So that will lead to inconsistencies. Resource list may be outdated or incorrect due to manual record keeping, leading to inconsistencies. The post-condition, patient records are updated with referral details. Resource sharing information is scattered across multiple systems. We have some in EMR, we have some via email, we have some in some other external list. Exceptions to this, if we have a login failure, if the user enters incorrect credentials, access is denied. Data entry errors, inconsistent or incomplete documentation, and patient management. We assume that the EMR system is stable and operational. Staff have access to external resource list. This system is used daily. Staff and specialists use the EMR system for clinical documentation and patient management. There must be rules to bind the operation of this EMR system. Only authorized staff can access the patient records. Resource information is recorded as free text in clinical notes rather than as a structured searchable repository. And I keep these notes here, just a reminder. The existing system lacks a centralized dynamic repository for managing and tracking resources. Staff must rely on inefficient manual processes to access resource information. That's the old system. Now, The use case description for the PSN module, which I call a centralized resource repository. The use case name is a centralized resource repository in the PSN module. The actors involved here, we have the PS support specialists, clinical staff, and administrators. A description of this module. The PSN module provides a centralized cloud-based repository for managing community resources. It enables peer support specialists to efficiently add, update, and track resource availability within the existing OpenEMR system. The module streamlines resource sharing, ensures real-time availability status, and reduces reliance on manual tracking methods. Preconditions: the PSN module is integrated into the OpenEMR, which is our goal. Peer support specialists have authorized access to the system. Cloud infrastructure is accessible and operational. The main flow in the system, we are not dealing with user authentications here because that already exists. So for this module, the main flow, we add in resources. Specialist selects the add new resource option. The system prompt for resource details, the name, the cost, and availability of the resource. The resource is added to the repository with real-time updates. Searching for resource, specialists enter search criteria, example resource type, resource availability, in the search field. The system displays matching resources with detail, including tax, inclusive cost, and availability. That applies for resources that has to deal with tax. Modifying tax rates, as I said, that applies for resources that have to deal with tax rates. Users select the modify tax rate option. The system prompts for new tax rates. The new rate is validated and applied globally to all resource cost. So we know tax rates change over time. Viewing resources, specialists select view resources. The system displays the full list of resources with their names, base cost, tax, inclusive tax, cost, and availability status. An alternative flow. If resource is not found, if no matching resources are found during the search, the system displays the message, no resources found. If invalid tax rates, if the user enters an invalid tax rate that is outside this range, 0 to 1, the system retains the previous valid rate. Post conditions, new resources are successfully added to the repository. Updated tax rates are applied globally. Users can view accurate real-time resource information. An exception to that, data validation error, invalid inputs, example non-numeric costs or invalid tax rates, triggers an error message rather. The assumption here, the cloud-based infrastructure is accessible and stable. OpenEMR system is operational and properly integrated into the PSN module. This system will be used daily by peer support specialists and clinical staff to access and update resources. Business rule: only authorized specialists and administrators can add or